I've spent a lot of years kind of trying to learn to be comfortable in the sea in all sorts of different situations. Some of the most interesting situations are around big, heavy waves. I think some of the movement of waves like that is really unique. The power of waves like that is one of the great forces of nature, I suppose. I've always been around the sea since I was born, I guess. I seem to spend half my life staring out to sea, and then the other half swimming around staring back at the land. Filming and photographing the sea has always come naturally to me. I like to try and maybe open people's eyes a little bit to different perspectives of life around the sea. Photographing waves and the ocean has made me kind of take into account more of the details, and like every single one of those waves is completely individual. No one wave breaks the same. It's like this crazy kind of ever-changing canvas. I like to kind of set myself the challenge of going out and trying to capture one beautiful moment from it each time I'm in the sea, you know? The little things around you, little details, and light moving on the surface of the ocean, kind of mist hanging in the air after a wave, or like the rainbows through the spray off the back of a wave. Even over a couple of hours, things can change. A storm front can move through, the sky can go from purple to gold to black to grey to beautiful blue, you know? It's like all this stuff's constantly moving, the elements never stop moving around you, and it's nice to be, kind of feel like you're part of that and just observe it, you know? It's this amazing environment, so full of life. Totally mind-blowing experience catching waves with dolphins. They seem to be really doing it for fun and enjoying themselves. Sometimes you meet solo dolphins who are like, they're just cruising around the coastlines on their own. There's one called Dusty. You can tell she just loves riding waves. She just can't really figure it out because obviously we're nowhere near as good at it as she is. She's trying to help us out and teach us a few tricks, but yeah, we're just not cut out for it, really. A lot of the time you see birds using waves. Obviously, as a wave's moving through the ocean, a big wave anyway, it must create some kind of updraft, and the birds seem to come along the face of the wave for ages, just gliding along it. I can't tell whether they're doing that for fun or whether they're doing that looking for fish, but it looks pretty fun to me. I wish I could do it. I like that feeling of isolation and being around the wilderness when it's really raw and lots of energy flying around all over the place. I think you end up feeling scared a lot because you're in an environment that's totally beyond your control. If there was no fear involved in going in the sea, it wouldn't be half as much fun most of the time. You learn good lessons for life in general from putting yourself in those situations, really. Can't help but be humbled by that. I think it's good for you. It's good for you to be taken out of like thinking you're in control of your life and put into a situation where you're not, and learn to be okay with that kind of thing.